Now let's get to some football, and Kylian Mbappe has been warned that Paris Saint-Germain will be forced to sell some of his teammates if he tries to move to Real Madrid on a free transfer next summer. Mbappe has been given a deadline of July the 31st to commit to staying at PSG until at least the summer of 2025. Otherwise, he will be sold to the highest bidder next month. Our chief reporter, Kaveh Solokov, joins me now. This sounds like an enthralling drama, this, Kaveh. I mean, lots of different scenarios, isn't there, over the next month?
Yeah, look, I mean, this is a very, very messy situation. Normally, during the summer, we're used to PSG trying to buy the best players in the world. This summer, they are trying to sell the best player in the world. And he is saying, I don't want to be sold. I'm not going anywhere. I want to stay in Paris for another year. Now, the background to all this is, of course, that Kylian Mbappe has got a year left on his contract. But there was an extension of 12 months, which PSG and everybody in football was expecting him to trigger, which would mean that he would be a PSG player until the summer of 2025.
Right.
Now, what he did last month is he turned around and said, you know what? I've had a change of heart. I'm not going to trigger that extension. And that means that next summer, I'll be a free agent. And everybody knows that next summer as a free agent, he would go to Real Madrid. Now, PSG have turned round and in no uncertain terms have said to him, that is totally unacceptable. You've gone on the record as saying you will never leave PSG for nothing. And we will simply not let you walk away next summer for nothing. So, you've got until the end of this month, I think he's got 25 days, to either sign a new contract or a contract extension, or in the month of August, PSG will do everything they can to sell him. And they'll sell him for what I've been told is a fair price. I think he would probably go with a year left on his contract for something around £150 million, maybe. But the problem is he could dig in and say, no, I've got 12 months left on my contract. I'm not going anywhere. I am going to see this out. I don't care how much abuse I get from PSG supporters. I'm going to stay here till next summer. And next summer, I'm going to go to Real Madrid. So a really, really messy situation. But PSG are really putting the pressure on him now and making it very, very, very clear to him explicitly that you cannot do this. This will not be allowed to happen. And as for Kylian Mbappe himself, I think he's on holiday at the moment in Long Island. There were some pictures of him. He was at a party a couple of days ago with Jay-Z and who else was there?
You?
No, I wasn't invited. Who else was there? Jay-Z, Tom Brady was there, lots of billionaires, famous actors hanging out. He doesn't seem to have a care in the world, but he's left quite a big mess behind him in Paris.
Yeah, it certainly seems messy, and it seems like, obviously, them coming out and saying this, PSG, they're making their kind of stance very clear, but maybe almost suffer from not getting the full value of him now that they've come out on record and saying this. But if he does go for, let's say, 150 million, which, not many clubs can afford, can they? Where could he go that he would want to leave to as well?
Look, it's clear he wants to go to Real Madrid.
They've just spent 100 million, haven't they?
Well, yeah, they've spent 100 million on Jude Bellingham. Karim Benzema has left. They need to sign another forward. He's going to end up at Real Madrid one day. It just... we don't know yet whether it's going to be this summer or next summer. Who else could sign him? There's a lot of money in Saudi Arabia. Saudi Arabian clubs, of course, will be interested in signing him. I don't think he'd want to go there at this stage of his career. There are potentially clubs in the Premier League who could put together a package to entice him to come to the Premier League, but he's made it clear he wants to go to Real Madrid. And the numbers we're talking about are staggering. His wages are staggering. We've been told that he's the highest paid sportsman in the world. He gets paid, I think, something like £2 million a week. So the package, I think, would be out of reach for even Premier League clubs. I know somebody in Paris was telling me that they've read reports that apparently Liverpool were interested in signing him for £200 million. That, I've been told, is total nonsense, total rubbish. There is no way Liverpool could afford to do a deal like that. I think as far as Kylian Mbappe is concerned, all roads lead to Real Madrid. We just have to wait and see whether it's going to be this summer or next summer.